What is up, guys? Just Justin here for Team Shenanigans. I apologize for the pretty long hiatus we went on there for a little while. The meta just got kind of stale as far as stuff coming out really slow, so there wasn't really much to talk about, not a whole lot of deck profiles to come up with. We kind of just decided to take a break. But we're coming back strong for you guys. We got a lot of new stuff. As y'all know, there's a lot of new stuff coming out. We got a lot of new deck profiles and a lot of matches we got to upload and some discussion videos. So I'm going to go ahead and kick it off here with a deck profile of one of my newly edited decks. It is my Jewel Knights. As y'all know, Julia just came out and she's a really good addition to the deck. Kind of adds that little bit of, I don't know, just a little bit of techiness that the deck needed, because just Sloan and Ashley is kind of boring. Before I bore the crap out of you guys, let's go ahead and get into the deck profile. Right now, I run 2 Jewel Knight Julia, and if y'all don't know what she does, she gains +3 when she attacks. Let's keep him in the camera there, Justin. +3 when she attacks, and her limit break is Counterblast 2 after the attack. After your Twin Drive, that's important. You Superior Call the number of Jewel Knights from your deck equal to the number of crits that were on her. So she's a really good combo with Ashley on the Break Rod turn and with decks that maximize crits. So I run 2 of her, and I still run 2 Sloan, just because I like the flexibility of being able to choose which one I want to do. As y'all know, Sloan applies pressure with that extra crit, and you can counterblast 2 Jewel Knights to Superior Call 1 Jewel Knight from the deck. So it's good at Superior Calling, and if you want to keep your opponent out of Limit Break, you just stay on Sloan at Limit Break and say, hey, I'm going to keep you at 3, or you can no guard and I might crit you for game. So I run 2 Julia and 2 Sloan, and then 4 Ashley. Ashley is easily the worst Break Rod in Vanguard, but she's needed in this deck just to apply that extra pressure with Sloan, swing for 3 crit that turn, and combos with Julia really well, to where Julia, you're guaranteed that 4th full column attack. Break Rod turn, ride Julia, at the end of the attack, counterblast 2, retire the rearguard column you already attacked with, bam, I'm hitting you for 4 attacks this turn. I'm a wannabe Nova Grappler. That's 8 grade 3s. For grade 2s, you have 4 Tracy, 12k attacker, 4 Sybil. I'm testing this right now. I might take one out for a Galatine, but I really like being able to fill up my field without having to use my hand, because as y'all know, this deck really relies on having Jewel Knight rear guards for Sloan's skill. And you want a full field for Julia. And I run 3 Galatine. You can afford to run Galatines and Marins in this deck just because you're running, you're not focusing on Sloan anymore, so you don't absolutely need to maximize on your Jewel Knight grade 1s and 2s. So you don't have to run that crappy Olin anymore if you don't want to. So that's 11 2s. And Galatine also helps a lot because with the Marin behind it, bam, you're hitting cross rides, 18. Grade 1s, you run 4 Perfect Guard, 4 Shelly, the 7 to 10k attacker, 3 Prisoning. She is the 7k, when you call it, you discard 1 and draw 1 as long as you have 3 or more Jewel Knight rear guards. Good at cycling out extra grade 3s. And for my final grade 1, I run 3 Little Sage Marin. And this card is really clutch in this deck, and one thing I really like about Julia, you don't have to maximize on the Jewel Knights. Marin, because behind a Galatine or a Shelly, it's hitting cross rods for 18. Behind a Tracy or a Salome, you are punishing 10k Vanguards by hitting for 20. Ow, I just hit my elbow. And behind Julia, you're hitting 21. So she's really good, and I really like her in the deck. And I'm just loving being able to hit better numbers now with her. So that is 14 grade 1s. And onto the triggers, I run 4 Hill. And I actually run 12 crit in this deck. because I want to maximize on Julia's skill and pressure my opponent early, force them to limit break as quick as I can. Well, depending on what build I'm playing against, and makes them have to guard late. So I run 4 Rachel, 4 Epina, 2 Alabaster Owl, and 2 Future Night Lou, just because I like different artworks. I can run all the different Royal Paladin crits now. I like all of them. They're all really good artworks. And of course my starter is if you're playing Jewel Knights, the one and only that you have to use right now. She's a good starter. You move her back at any point in the deck. If you have rearguard columns that aren't hitting really good numbers, like late game, you move her to the soul, put +3 on any 2 rearguards, and suddenly you're hitting good numbers. So that's my deck profile, guys. I don't want to hold y'all up too long, but just please like this video and subscribe if you haven't. We got a lot more videos coming, y'all, and I appreciate all our subscribers being patient with us. But for now, this is JustJustin for Team Shenanigans, signing out.